Hi, welcome to the show. My name is Lee, and with me right now, I've got Ashok and Mithun from Thaikuddam Bridge. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing this morning?
Good.
Amazing.
You're doing
So nice
good.
to have you guys
So,
over here. And you guys are performing, at the Walkers and Co. Event that's happening recently on 8th, which is also called Sauce, right? And it's a whole collaborative event that's come over the months. Walkers and Co. They've been collaborating with multiple communities across to touch cultural points across the entire country, which is a great way to bring people together, right? And music is one of the best ways to do that. Um, Now, as Thaikuddam Bridge, right? Who approached who? Did you guys approach Sauce or did they approach you for this entire collaboration? Anyone can answer, by the way.
yeah, I think it was Sujit is the manager, and he heads a group called Wonderwall that actually responsible to manage our band. And actually, we already knew about this festival happening, but I'm not sure whether with like who contacted whom with this. So we've already told Sujit that we are super excited to play festivals. We are
Super.
always, because the crowd when it comes to like music festivals, it's completely different. Like yes,
Yeah.
when people come for a Thaikuddam Bridge standalone show, they know what they're getting into, right? Like they know the songs, they know the lyrics, they know the band, they know the band members and everything. So yes, it does appeal, but at the same time, as musicians or as human beings, you always want to, the bar, like
Yeah.
it should be more challenging. So when you play festivals, it is like a judgment thing for us. Like, can we communicate with a crowd which is not familiar with your songs? Like, like at least a quarter of the audience is going to be new. Like every festival that we have played, we have always seen that happening. That's a trend. Like sometimes that changes. Like for example, when we went to Summerfest, it was the other way around. Like in Milwaukee, when we played a festival, it was like 5 or 10% of the audience was there for Thaikuddam Bridge. Like there were Malayalis and Tamilians and Indians who came to see the festival just because of the band.
Right.
But that was just like 4 or 5 rows in the front. That's it. They were there right when we were setting up for the gig, and then as we started a song, we could see people coming in, and by the end of the song, it was filled. It was packed with foreigners. So that kind of helps you keep like
it grows your it grows your audience, and you get a whole new different perspective on how they react to your songs as well, right?
Exactly, because a branded face, like when you brand or you know that it's a shoe. So if you are going to a Nike showroom, you are going to buy that. I mean, obviously, you are there to buy a Nike shoe. But at the same time, if you go to a shop where there are like multiple brands, and then someone picks you, then you know that you're good. Because it's the same thing. Like when you're playing in a festival, it's the same.
You guys are amazing. You guys have such a strong fan following in India itself. You're legends, right? Thaikuddam Bridge is a household name at the moment. So we love it. You did talk about in a music festival, there are different artists who come together, right? How important do you think collaborations like this are for the music industry and to promote local talent as well? These collaborations are very important, right? Talk to me more about the collaborations that will be happening at Sauce on 8th.
Mithun will be talking
about. Right. I mean, I don't actually, to be honest, I don't know what kind of collaborations we are going to have at this particular event, but I think, it's always very exciting to play in a festival. Like Ashok said, like it's a different kind of challenge.
Yeah.
Like to earn new fans. Also, we get to measure up ourselves with the other artists. We can see how they are performing and where we have to improve, or what we are doing right or what we are doing wrong. So there will be a lot of things for us to learn as a band as well. So, for playing festivals is always exciting because of this aspect for me.
Lovely.
And especially the crowd that comes to watch these kind of festivals, they are like genuine music lovers. No,
Yeah,
most of them will be genuine music lovers. It's not like they just came to have a good time or something. They know their music as well.
definitely, definitely. Like I
Yeah,
think when you guys played at Soul Sante, they all came for the music as well. But it was
right.
also more like a flea market where they come and talk to people, and they can buy something. And I think the
Yeah,
same day, it was right after your set was the finals.
yeah, FIFA.
That was. Did you guys watch the entire thing over there? Did you stay
Yeah,
and watch?
we did, we did. That was
Oh my
something
God.
else.
That was so
What a
intense.
final. You know
That was,
what? So I was there. I left like I think around half time because it was 2-0. I was like, there's no way. There's no way France come back from this. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home and watch it. I have the show the next day anyway. On the way back from the thing, and I suddenly look at my phone, it's 2-2. And I was like, what did I do? Why did I leave? Oh my God, that was a really great game. Now Sauce Festival, right? Do you guys have a reputation of bringing different genres together, mixing and matching different things? Will we see the same thing at Sauce Festival as well?
absolutely. I mean, that's been our like USP, I would say. I mean, we have a set of singers who have their own specialities.
Right.
They say they bring not just their singing style, also their personality to it.
Superb.
And we instrumentalists are like the glue, I guess, like holding everything together and to be the common factor. So, I mean, it's a refreshing thing for me as a band member, like having so many different type of singers and trying to arrange all these singers and under one umbrella. It is really exciting, actually.
Yeah, that's actually my next question. Actually, like I'm sure much very difficult to actually coordinate because you have a huge band, right? So coordinating and managing everybody, how much of a challenge is that for you guys?
Uh, I think I think the credit should be given to our management. They do an excellent job, actually, and also to I think to the band members they've been very very understanding and very cooperative, and they do put a lot of their personal stuff behind and give the band the priority. So which is not easy, and we have
Definitely.
seen like how hard it is for a band to survive for so many years. It's been like we have seen many other bands with 4 members and 3 members having all sorts of issues. So you can imagine.
Yeah, like you guys are a
Yeah,
huge, almost like a
yeah,
choir on stage. You guys go up there. It's
yeah.
brilliant.
But I mean, considering what I've seen with some other bands, it's the atmosphere in Thaikuddam Bridge is simply amazing. Actually, it's very harmonious,
Lovely.
and it's been a real pleasure for me to work with these guys. It's been they have been very understanding. All of them have been very understanding. Of course, there will be the odd hiccups, but most of the times it's been brilliant. Actually,
Amazing, amazing. When you guys came back after the pandemic, I'm sure it was a huge relief to play in front of a live audience again, right? Talk to me how that felt again to actually see an audience and not have their masks up and you're just like, okay, fine. There's actually a live audience again, right?
Ashok, you want to take that? Oh,
Do you still have Ashok? I think the internet is
Like anyway, like I guess one of the major reasons why we all became musicians is like for an get out.
I can't hear
And
Ashok too well. I
pandemic
think
hit
the
and
internet is
like
it for the same for you, Mithun?
Yeah, it's breaking from her side.
Yeah, the internet is a little bit so
okay, let me just try and sit somewhere else. The Wi-Fi might not be
I will just make a point in that time. And I remember the first gig after the pandemic. It was in Hyderabad. It was in a pub called Prism, I guess. It was after so many days. I've been. How many days it was? Like 500 days or something like some ridiculous number.
wow.
I don't remember what was that exact number. And I mean, for most of us, it was like the world had just stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the our industry was the hardest hit actually. I mean,
True.
others were able to do something else. I mean, they were able to work from home and things like that. But what about the live musicians the musicians who play live and who
Mm.
earn their bread and butter from playing live? They had a real hard time actually. So I mean, it was like a big relief, to be honest. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I mean, there was a period of time in the midst of pandemic where some of us thought, well, the world has changed forever. But luckily, that's not the case anymore.
Did you guys like have band meetings during the pandemic as well, like on Zoom or something like that? Did you guys also meet up regularly?
Yeah, we used to catch up on Zoom, and we used to do some ads and things like that. We were working for some ads, and we did a couple of online gigs. Like maybe we did 2 or 3 online gigs and all. But it's never the same like
No,
having
of
the real
course
thing.
not.
It's not even 10%.
The thing
Yeah.
is like, as you asked earlier, like how do we practice and everything? The thing is mostly what we do is, since like, because we were lucky for the
Mm.
first 7 or 8 years that we had shows our concerts consistently. We didn't have the need to practice as much alone because we that much stage time.
Right.
So like when the pandemic hit, and I'm personally someone who never calls anybody just like that to have a conversation. I usually call someone if there is a, a specific thing to be said or communicated.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am very unemotional in that way. But I watched myself, even my wife was very excited, saying that you are making just casual phone calls now. Because I missed everyone. Because since you are used to seeing everybody like at least once or twice a week, and
Right.
suddenly you're not seeing them for months altogether, it was actually hitting. Like, and then as Mithun said, that Prism gig was like, after you were locked up in a jail or something, and then you were released, and then like
Wow.
that first day of freedom. It was that kind of a feel.
I'm sure it must have been a really huge relief for you guys to like come back to play for a live audience as well. Now one of my last questions actually is uh you guys are performing at Sauce, right? Any last words to the fans out there who are looking to see you guys at Sauce?
Well, you can expect an all original list.
Oh,
Original
superb.
list. It's a music fest. So, I mean, we really enjoy crowd who appreciate original music actually.
Yeah.
So even yes,
And that is very common in Bangalore. That's what, in Bangalore and in Chennai we get to see that a lot. Like, they know how much hard a band is working on original music. Like, it's easy to do. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to do covers. I don't believe that. A lot of work goes into
It's a low
music.
hanging fruit though. I mean, people can do it. It's not like it's a very tough thing to do at the same
Yeah.
time.
But at least that thing is there. It's already a hit. People, if you sing it,
Yeah.
if you like that song, even if you mess it up a little bit, people are going to enjoy it. But putting out an original out there and people enjoying that, it's a completely different high. Only
I'm
people
sure.
who have experienced it are going to tell you how much it is, worth it, worth the wait and everything. And Bangalore and Chennai, they consistently support artists. I mean, I'm not just talking about Thaikuddam Bridge. They support
Generally,
actual
yeah,
artists.
definitely.
Yeah,
Being a
generally.
Bangalorean myself, I can completely vouch for that as well. Bangalore, we love having different multiple indie artists perform and play because the music that comes from there, I feel like Bangalore and India itself is going to be the next hub for the music hub of the world, and I think it's going to be beautiful. And thank you so much for coming down, taking the time out to talk to me this morning. It's been such a nice time talking to you guys. Can't wait to see what comes up at the Sauce Festival. And also before I let you guys go, your new album is out, right? I think it's coming out soon.
our album is we are working on a new
Right.
EP
Nama
actually.
released. We are actually working on the new EP. I think that's what he's
Lovely,
talking about.
Yeah,
lovely. Do we have a release date for that, or is that still in
it is
the?
very
No,
much
no.
work in progress
The thing
actually.
is, we
So
have
we don't want
learned
to.
never to set a release date.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to rush it. Like when we don't want to announce it when it's ready, it's going to be out. So hopefully it will happen sometime this year. That's what that's what I expect.
And maybe will we see some songs from the EP on the at Sauce? Will that happen? Or
Maybe you might hear one.
oh, lovely. Okay, so that's something to look forward to as well. Some new stuff from Thaikuddam Bridge, which is going to be amazing. Do join us all on 8th for the Sauce Festival with Thaikuddam Bridge and a whole bunch of different bands as well. Thank you guys once again and have a great day.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
Nice interview.
Thank you so much.
See you.